want to talk about values. I've gone to a few organizations from time to time, and I've asked some employees, do you guys have core values? And quite often not, they'll say, yeah, we do. I'm like, okay, great, what are they? They're like, I don't know. And then I say, well, you don't have core values then. Because if you don't know what they are, you don't really have them. They're not core values. So the first thing about core values is you need to own them. You actually need to know what they are. It can't be just a placard or a marketing brochure up on the wall that says, oh, look, we value these things. That's all wonderful, but if they're not lived and breathed in the organization every day, you don't have core values. Simple. Okay, so what are core values then? It's the top 4 to 6 qualities or principles that are inherently worthwhile to your organization. It's kind of what a lot of people tell you is the DNA. It's the corporate soul of your business. It's the things that we hold most deeply precious to us as an organization in the sense of our thoughts and beliefs. And the beauty of having those things in place, and not only having them, not just on the wall, but having them so that everybody in the team knows what they are, what they mean, and what behaviors we would demonstrate if we valued those things, is it actually gives you one of the greatest tools to empower your people. So when you think about creating a system of shared values in your business, what I want you to think about is, what is those things, starting with words that we would value the most? And I'm not talking about the commonplace words like honesty and integrity and all that sort of stuff. Great, everyone should be honest, everyone should have integrity, blah, 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 blah. Those are really commonplace values. Did you know that Enron had honesty and integrity as their top 2 core values? And where are all the directors of Enron right now? In jail. All right, so just because they have them doesn't mean they live and breathe them. And honesty and integrity, with all due respect to everybody who has this on their value statements, they are, once again, as you hear me say numerous times, price of entry. That should be stock standard. When I'm talking about values, what is it? Do you value extraordinary service? Do you value partnership? Do you value wow, what is it that you value? And once we understand that, it's great that we say, okay, we all agree that we value creativity and innovation. Great, what is your definition of creativity and innovation then? You need to take your team's definition of that word. There's a dictionary definition you can use, which is wonderful, but you need to get your team on board and agree, when we say creativity and innovation, this is what we mean by that. And then I should be able to walk into your business and go, hey, you guys value creativity and innovation, you reckon? Well, what do I see happening in your business that would say to me that you actually do value that? I should be able to walk in and not have you tell me. I should be able to go in like, wow, they have a creativity and innovation center there, whiteboards all over the place. They have team meetings about creativity. The people actually can make decisions without the leaders around. These guys really value creativity and innovation. Oh, look, they're launching new products all the time. So you have a word, it is defined, and then that definition creates a set of behaviors that would actually tell the people how to act. So what you've actually created for a leadership point of view is now you have a way that the organization thinks, a framework, what I call a values-based framework that the people can think within. And at the level where you want them to think, because you know that that level of thinking drives the behaviors that you're looking for in your business. Right? So all you need to do then is to lead your people with the core values of your business. And if you remember one of my previous videos, I talked about having someone to believe in them. This is the part where you develop the core values for your team so that you can actually empower them to make decisions by filtering it through all those core values that you have. If it fits within your values, there's a pretty good chance it's something that we should do as an organization. Yeah, you can add in a cost-benefit analysis at the bottom, but if you want your team to be free to think, here's the framework which we think within. Great. And I just hold my people accountable to thinking within that framework. And that's my job as a leader. So when I'm having conversations then with my team, out on the floor or in the meeting rooms or wherever it is that you have conversations with your team, they should start with the values or always bring the values into them. How am I going to bring the values in my organization to life if I do not bring them to life through every conversation that we have, or bring them into that, or actually start the conversation based on a value? So if we valued, once again, creativity and innovation, and I saw somebody sitting in front of a whiteboard, developing a new process, a way to improve the productivity in our organization, I'd be going, hey, what are you doing? They're saying, hey, I've just stopped to think, I had an idea about how we could actually improve our productivity and efficiency within our business. And I'm like, wow, we value creativity and innovation. That's what I'm talking about. That's you doing it right there. And they go, oh, wow, that's what creativity and innovation looks like when we say we value it? Great. Now they have a picture of it and the pictures match. And they'll do that again and again and again. Because I've created a common language that I lead through every conversation or bring into every conversation to make those things come to life. And I highlight them when they're happening. So we can recognize the right behavior, because in the end you get the behavior that you reward. People will live up or down to the expectations you have of them and the ones you hold them accountable to. And that's the purpose of having core values, so that you actually don't have to use a carrot or a stick. They innately know and they've bought into what we stand for as an organization, and I'm going to act in accordance with that because I think like that too. Core values are very, very powerful. It is one of the most powerful tools you have as a leader to lead your people. I encourage you, if you do not have core values in your business, to identify them. If you do have them, they just hang on the wall. Go hang yourself on the wall. Take them off the wall and get down and start talking to your people about your core values and getting them to understand and buy into it. What I would say to people is, first you need to memorize them, then you need to be mesmerized by them.